Welcome to Shahidul Academy. First of all, thank you for watching my session. Please keep watching the full video as I am going to provide few tips on professional etiquette. In my previous video, I have discussed about professional etiquette, what bothers you the most, and how to behave well in your office and others corporate world. Everybody know about what is the etiquette if you already watched my last video, and very briefly discuss about the etiquette. It is basically a word derived from a French word which means ticket. Normally, what does the ticket means? Ticket means some things like it instructs some things to follow. Like if you buy a ticket for watching a movie, that means the ticket is providing all the informations about your movie, is date, time, and your seat number. That means there are certain manners and procedures you need to follow. So this is the same. Etiquette is something like you have to follow such manner which is applicable for a certain environment. That is what I have already discussed in my last sessions. So uh, if I talk about different tips about the professional etiquettes, the number one tips will be make being on time a priority. That is very important because time management, without the time management you cannot success in your any personal and the professional activity. So make it as a priority. Number one, make being on time. All right. So dependable, you need to make sure you attend to work on the agreed days and time. Business call with the clients, and you have set a time at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock means 9 o'clock. Try to be there 5 minutes before 9 o'clock, not just 9 o'clock after the 9 o'clock. That is your punctuality. So if you can manage your time at least 5 minutes prior your time, that means within the 5 minutes time you can prepare yourself to carry for the next work. So number one tip is make being on time a priority. Number two, dress appropriately. That is very important in the corporate world. When you go for a business call or when you attend the office, it is very important to follow the dress codes of that particular organizations. So that will make you difference. So dress appropriately, and if you follow the basic rules of dress, that will be very effective. And the dress codes for the organization you need to follow. Shirts tucked in, that is very important. How you are tucked in your shirt, try to measure your shirt fit to your body, which increase your smartness. Wear formal shoes with trousers. So if your office indicates you, or when you go for business meetings, try not try it is mandatory to wear the formal shoes with trousers. Polish shoes, you need to polish your shoes. Wear a belt. Don't use the trouser without the belt. You need to wear a belt, and the color of the belt and the shoes should be the same. No messy hair. Think about your hairstyle and your cleanness. Okay, don't overdo makeup. That is very important. Don't go too large with jewelry. Wear ironed and wrinkle-free clothes. That is important. You are wearing a shirt, but which is not ironed. That is not appropriate. No dirty or stained outfit. Avoid too much perfume. That is very important for the dress code. So there are certain norms. If you follow this, that will increase your acceptance to your clients. Tip number three, stay positive, leave the negative at home. So negativity, all your negativity, please leave it at home, and when you go to your office, stay positive. That is very important. Attitudes, apart from the way you work towards colleagues, customers and suppliers, Your attitude can be interpreted or misinterpreted through your own body language. So your body language is very important. Tip number 4, watch your mouth, no swearing please. Communication, that is very important, either in verbal, written, spoken, or unspoken. Everywhere, effective communication is essential. So, if you have any lackings on your communications, especially in your own language and also in English, please improve that, because English is considered as a technology nowadays. Remember, your language needs to be positive. Tip number 5, offer to help colleagues. Don't be happy seeing your colleagues are in a great pressure to complete his task. Please be respectful and supportive to colleagues. Offer your cooperation in this situation. Tip number 6, don't be afraid to admit your own mistakes. If you do any mistake, don't be afraid to admit it. It is very important. Say, I'm sorry. That will not decrease your personality, that will increase your personality, believe me. Tip number 7, don't lie, be honest. That is very important, not only in corporate world, this is important in your personal life. Don't lie, be honest. Tip number 8, always fight fair. What you know about fight fair? For an example, you are in a triggered, you are now in a crazy mood. So you are talking to someone. If you see yourself in a triggered mood, try to leave this place. Try to avoid communicate to others in this situation, because if you communicate while you are in triggered, you cannot, express your right things, so wrong things will be happening there. So try not to communicate when you are triggered. Resolving the surface problem, do not create mental attack, please. Okay, so I have provided 8 tips for you. If we can follow all the 8 tips in our corporate and the personal life, that will create a good value in our professional etiquette. But at last, one thing you need to keep in mind: few norms and rules are not always enough to overcome any unanticipated circumstances. Be yourself. If situation demands, utilize your own improvisations and let your life be easy and dynamic. That is very important. Easy and dynamic. Don't be static, be dynamic. Think in a positive way. Your body language is very important. Thank you very much for watching